go. Let me make sure I follow you back here real quick. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure I get a follow back. There we go. Follow you back. Let's go. I'll give you your 85th. That's freaking cool, man. Hey, one day at a time. One day at a time. We all get there. Hey, Sam. I'm Sam. Sam. What are you doing? I'm just hanging out. Just hanging out, friend. I mean, what are you up to? What are you up to? Happy Wednesday. Nah, I'm Sam. No, I'm Sam. No, I'm Sam. We can both be Sam. There's enough room in the world for both of us. There's enough room. About to do Kim homework. Oh man, that sounds exciting. Actually, not as exciting on a Wednesday though. That's tough. But hey, man, I'm glad you're here. Hope you had an amazing Wednesday. We're gonna talk about winning, making the winning choice. That's the goal today. Hey, Juan, welcome to the live. Because you guys are coming on in here, tapping that screen. Let's start our first 1,000 likes in here. Hey, if you're coming on in, we're going to talk about becoming a number 2 fan. Hey, thank you so much, Mason. I appreciate you, friend. Oh, thank you for the heart, Mason. You were awesome, friend. I appreciate you. Hey, if you're coming on in here and you aren't friends with my friend Mason, that you're doing yourself a disservice. If they're my friend, they should be your friend too. But hey, team, for coming on in here, we're going to talk about that winner's choice today. And realizing that that's a choice we get to make each and every day. I want you to reflect on your goals and dreams and maybe those things you set out at the beginning of this year that you were stating. And I had to ask myself, did I really decide to win this year? If I look back at the actions I've taken and the decisions I've made, and that was a real humbling moment for me. I realized, hey, when it comes to winning, I thought winning, I was going to have the right people around me or maybe be in the right certain area to win. Hey, thank you guys for tapping that screen. I appreciate you already at 2. I got on the way. Hey, Alex, welcome to the live. We're talking about making that winner's choice today. And we're talking about, have you chose to win? When it comes to your goals and dreams this year so far, have you made that winner's choice? Have you given yourself the opportunity to win this year? If you reflect on the actions you've taken this year so far, maybe some of the decisions you've made. Because I really had to look back at myself and say, hey, Sam, did you really think you could win? Did you really think you could be successful? Because in many ways, I felt like the cards were stacked against me. But with this key strategy that I'm going to give you guys today, thank you for sharing live. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you guys for coming on in here. We're talking about making that winner's choice today. Realize that winning is a choice we get to make each and every day. And for me, on Wednesdays, I like to call it a winning Wednesday. But realistically, winning is a choice we get to make each and every day. And maybe you found yourself this year thinking winning was outside of you. That winning was only going to be an option to you if you had all the right people in your corner, you had all the right money, and you were in the right location. But I want you to hear this today. See, winning is a choice you get to make each and every day. But most importantly, I need you to realize that today that winning starts with you. I want you to hear that today. Winning starts with you. And maybe you find yourself today saying, okay, Sam, now you say that winning starts with me, but what do I need to do? I'm going to give you a framework for that very thing today. We're going to give you the winning framework. I'm going to give you guys a today. And because W starts with win. W, I, and an N. And we're talking about winning today. Oh, let me invert this on this other platform over here. We're talking about winning today. And I hope that's the mindset. But what does winning have to do with me, Sam? That just means you're going to have to make that winning choice each and every day. And when I ask you that question, because when I believe when it comes to winning, I got to be honest, I'm getting better with this board thing. The handwriting isn't the best, but hey, I'm trying. Have you been willing to win? And that was a real question. Are you willing to win? Because when I think about willing to win, if you were to say, that person's going to win, usually it's surrounded by, we see them doing the work, right? Yourself this year, when it comes to your goals and dreams, are you doing the work? Because I believe that that's a willing thing that we control of. We can show up when it's hard. When I think about winning, I think winning demands us to be willing to be consistent. Willing to show up when it's not convenient. willing to do it even when it's hard? Harlan, welcome to live, Speedy Squirrel. Glad you guys are here. But tapping that screen, let's get to our first 1,000 likes. But hey, if you're coming in here, we're talking about that winner's choice today. And we're talking about if you're looking to make winning a habit, you're going to have to be willing to win. And when you reflect on your year so far, were you willing to be consistent when things were hard? Were you stick to it even when things were tough? But most importantly, were you willing to believe that you could win? Because maybe you find yourself in a situation where somebody said it's not possible for you. That you let fear, and one of the things that when I really talks about willing to win is I believe that, fear holds us back, when stepping outside of our comfort zone holds us back, it's a reflection on not being willing to win, right? Like when you're not willing to work, willing to win, when you're not willing to be consistent, you're not willing to win. When you're not willing to do the hard things, you're not willing to win. Oh, 6'7", Benjamin. Welcome to live. But yeah. So when you hear those things, are you truly willing to win? Are you truly willing to do the work? Are you truly willing to be successful? Because I believe winning can be literally inevitable if you're willing. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Are you willing to win? Benjamin, thank you. Benjamin, yes, I see it. 6'7". Benjamin he's saying he's 6'7" in here. But yeah, I want you to hear that today. Are you truly willing to win? If I was to look at if you were to reflect on the actions you've made this year and the decisions you made, I'm almost there. Whoa. Welcome, Leo. Hey, get me on. Wait. I'm new. Leo Garcia, welcome to live. I want you to hear that today. You win because that's a choice you get to make today. And now that we realize that we're going to have to be, now that we realize that we're going to have to be willing to win, that we're going to have to be willing to show up when times get hard, we're going to have to be willing to be consistent, but most importantly, willing to believe in ourselves even when times get tough, we're going to get to our eye. I believe it's just as important as being willing. I believe I is just as important to being willing. Let's get it. It's just as important as being willing. The board here. I'm trying to get better at this board. Hey, friend, good seeing you. Hope you're having an amazing Wednesday. We're talking about making the winning choice today. And now we realize that if we're looking to make that winning choice, we're not only going to have to be willing to win, but we're going to have to invest in ourselves. And I think once you're used so far when it comes to your goals and dreams, have you been willing to invest in your dreams? Or are you waiting for someone else to do that? Have you been willing to invest in your goals? Are you putting in the work, whether it's times, idea, and talent? See, many of us find ourselves looking to be successful, but we're not willing to invest our time. Thank you so much, Shadow, for tapping that screen. I appreciate you. Lourdes, welcome to the live. Glad you're here. Luck down, tapping that screen. Let's get to our first 1,000 likes. But maybe you find yourself this year realizing you really truly never in your goal. And I believe belief and investment go hand in hand. Why do I say that? Because all great, the MLB and the basketball. See, these players, these teams, they invest in their athletes. They invest in their goal. They invest in their end goal to win that champion because they believe that these people that they invest in are going to get them to that championship, right? So that investment is followed by a belief that they can help them achieve their goal. And when it comes to goals and dreams, are you willing to invest in it? Are you willing to keep going when it's tough? Are you willing to invest to build that belief in yourself? So I want you to think about perfect so far. If you knew something wouldn't work, would you invest in it? If you believe that something would work, would you be like, if somebody was like, hey, I got this, right? Hey, man, I bought this. It worked out perfect for me. You're probably going to go out and buy it if it's something you needed, right? But you believe, right? If it worked for them, work. And I want you to think about your goals in that way. Have you been willing to invest in your dreams? Have you been willing to believe? Because like I was saying, investment and belief go hand in hand. So if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you probably don't believe that your goal is even possible, let alone that you can achieve it. Time to change that mindset, realize that you have the power to change your life, but it starts with being willing. But most importantly, it starts with that investment. And now we're going to get into our end of our framework. End is, I believe, the most important. Even though we're asking ourselves to win, this was the most important right here. Because I think this is where most people get drawn off. We have to have this mindset when it comes to our goals, especially winning. No excuses mindset. I need you to hear that today, because maybe you find yourself letting the past excuses, past failures, past doubts hold you back into moving forward to bigger, better things. See, you're looking to win, but you're still focused on the past failures and using them as excuses. Letting those past failures, those past fears, those past doubts, those times that didn't work be your truth isn't fair to you, or especially fair to your future. So embrace that no excuses mindset, realizing that, hey, you have the power to change your life. But most importantly, remove the excuses and do the work. See, friends, I believe with those key strategies that winning can literally become what you do. But at the end of the day, that's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you being willing to work. It's going to be up to you to be willing to invest in yourself. Most importantly, adopt that no excuses mindset. Realizing that the only thing truly that can hold you back is. So I ask you right here, Christina, what are you willing to do to keep going? What are you willing to do to make that dream come forward, Top Matthew? Because when you decide to invest in yourself and your future, that's where things change. I'm super thankful for you guys. Shout out to y'all for showing up for a little bit of live, at 9:45. A little bit of live at 9:45. But I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all are awesome. Make this that.